Okay, so today we will be understanding the Java basics, syntax, variables, input output, and basic calculation. Like last time, you might have seen when we are checking the numbers, we are only entering in the code that whether that number is in odd or odd or even or not, right? Even or odd. So, like we were inputting the int a equals to 9, int a equals to 11. So that was not a dynamic input, right? So that static number cannot be checked. We should enter the dynamic time input, means in the runtime. Okay. So this is what we will be discussing today. We'll see whatever we can cover today. We will try to do that. Otherwise, the remaining things we will do in the next session. Okay. But you guys have to complete your assignments. That again I will send. I mean, already told you, right? One is the odd even program. Well, just let me tell you that so far that one all should be completed in your Hello World program. Okay. These are assignments should be there. And another one is odd even. Then about me. Then what else? We asked that now. Addition, subtraction, multiplication. Okay. And divide. I think at least these four programs should be there. Okay. Okay. I'll send in the group also. No issues. Okay. So let's just come in the see. Today we will be discussing variables and data types. Okay. Like what are the variables? Last time we entered int and then a string also we entered. Like that we have done. So those are the kind of data types. So there are two kind of data types. One is the primitive, otherwise the non-primitive. Okay. So primitive data type of integer, float, character, boolean, this kind of data types. Data means type of data. Okay. So see here, we have this chart. Okay. Is it visible to you guys?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have the two type of data types. One is primitive, another one is non-primitive. Okay. Then primitive also categorized in the two categories. One is the non-numeric, one is numeric. So non-numeric is Boolean and character. Boolean is two kind of type. One is false or one is the true or false. Character, a single character like A, B, any dollar, okay, and then hash symbol. Those are the characters, okay. Then numeric types. Numeric type also there are two types. One is the integer, one is the floating type. So integer type again categorized in the four categories. One is the byte, short, int, and long. I'll tell you why these integers categorized in the four categories. Okay. Floating point two. Okay. One is the float, one is the double. Okay. Floating means that decimal one numbers. These are the without decimals. So byte is, I think this is 8-bit. Okay. I'll tell you the range of this. Okay. So range of this is range of byte, short, int, long. There is a specific range. Okay. Till that you can cover as a number to that. So these are the range. Okay. Byte is minus 128 to 127. That is 2 to the power 6. Okay. 6 minus 1. I'll tell you that 2 to the power like 2 to the power 6. Yes. 2 to the power 7 minus 1. Till that. It's 8-bit, right? So you can just n minus 1 you can count it. Okay. So this is the range. Okay. Then this is 16-bit. 16-bit means 2 to the power 15 minus 1, n minus 1. That is the range. Okay. So like that you have to consider. This is 32-bit. So 2 to the power 31 minus 1. Okay. So this is I mean, you can count it. You need to remember it. How many bits are there? This is 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit, and the long. Long is 64-bit number. This is the maximum range in the long. These are the range actually. Okay. So this you can. I'm just pasting it for you in the chat group. Hope you're able to see my screen, right?
Think, yeah. Wait.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll send you this again. Okay. The range of this. Okay. Byte is, you can, if you want to remember, you can remember it. Okay. 127 to 127, 128 to 127. So this is like power calculator. See, this is what I'm saying. So as I said, byte is 8-bit. Okay. You can read that how many bits are there in the bit is like 1 unit, true or false, like that. Okay. So one byte is combination of 8-bit, means maximum 8-bit can be there. So if you want to consider the maximum range of that, okay. So I don't know how to denote here. To the power n minus 1. That is the maximum range. So that is 7 minus 1. So 2 to the power 7 minus 7 to range 2 to the power 7 minus 1. This is the range actually. Okay. This is how you have to remember it. So this is what, this is minus 128 to 127. So byte is a 8-digit. This I have already written it. Okay. Then we have the integer. Integer is 16-bit. 16-bit means 2 power 15. Okay. 2 to the power 15 minus 1. 2 to the power 15. You can again calculate like this. See, this is what the number 32768 minus 1 minus 2 minus this is the range actually. I mean minus 2 plus that range 23276 7. Okay. So integer range. If I say 3 to, I mean beyond this number, like if I say 32768, so that won't be considered as an integer. That will come under the long only. Okay. Otherwise, that is the not. Okay. So sorry, integer is 632 bit. Okay. This is short range actually. Short. Okay. This is integer. And why? Let's say I have to print one number. 32763. Okay. Then I can print as a byte. Why? I mean, I can consider in the byte data type because it considers the memory also, like how efficient we can use later on the system, okay, and the memory type. The data if doesn't need the more memory, we shouldn't assign it. Otherwise, it will consider the garbage memory again. Okay. So this should be always necessary to use appropriate data types. If the number range is not considering the integer or uh, byte, let's say if I have the 40,000 a number, so that cannot contain the byte. We have to move in the short, okay, or otherwise best way to use, you can use the long. So any range will be covered because it's a 64-bit. 64-bit, you can see it, how huge this number is. So 64-bit is a huge number. Okay. Then this is how the we were going through this, right? So these are the primitive data types. Okay. In the primitive, we were discussing the integer, byte, short, integer, long. So byte is 8-bit. This is 16-bit. Then this is 32-bit, 64-bit. Again, 8, 16, 32, 64. Double. 8, 16, 32, 64. These are bits. Okay. Bit, again, I will tell you what is bit. Bit, you can just Google it. What is a bit? So bit is just a single unit number. Okay. Then again, the floating point. This is float. This is up to decimal, 5 decimals, like 10.10005 times. Double. 10 points till 10 digits. This can be considered as a double number. Then we have another type of data, which is the non-primitive data. Non-primitive is non-countable. Okay, we cannot count it. Say byte and all sort, everything we can count it. We can do the sum of something. This is string array. Array, again we will discuss what is the array. Array is a combination of same type of unit. When we will discuss the mainly array chapter, that time again we will go in the deep in the array. So these are the non-primitive data types. So if I ask you, Ethan, how many types of data types we have? Two types of data. One is the primitive, another one is the non-primitive. Primitive, which you can count it. Non-primitive, which you can't count it. That's uncountable. Okay. Then like now we will create a program. Okay. And that I will create the each type of data. Okay. So this is a program. One person, which is whether he is married or not. This is the Boolean data type. Then his name is John. You can create, say, your name there. Okay. Character means what kind of grade he has. A grade. Okay. Salary, floating point. In the floating, we need to mention the F. Okay. So I'll run this program for you guys. Okay. So here today we have the data types. Okay. I'll create the new package. I will say the data types. Similar, you can also follow me. Okay. I'll give you time. Don't worry then. Okay. Here I'll create a class. Where is the class? Class. This is data types.
Oh, wait, should we create one too?
You can. I'll give you time. Okay. You can create that one. Just see it first. Okay. What I'm doing. See, public static environments, always you create it. The net comments also you can constructor, you do not need as of now because as of now we are not doing any constructor. So you can just finish it. Okay. Now here, see, you can create int. Okay. Int is a type of his age. Okay. So let's say age is 30 years. Okay. Then semicolon. 30. Okay. Like that you can define it. What is the issue here? Sorry, this shouldn't be in the single quotes. Age is always a number. Then we have his name. Okay, string name. Name is, I'll say, the script thing covered. Okay, and the semicolon at the end. Okay, then what else we can have? Boolean, married or not. Okay, Boolean data type. Boolean is married. equals to true. Okay, like that you can mention. Then salary, float, floating type of data. These are the data types, right? We consider just now we discussed. So let's say 24,000.01 F. You have to put in the end. So integer we considered, string also we have considered, boolean also we have considered, float also we considered. What else in the diagram? What else we have in the diagram? Long also we can have or double we can have. Okay. Sorry, character. Character means this is single digit. Character we can have. Character grade equals to E. Character you have to put in the this one. Okay. Now you have to just want to print it. System dot out dot print ln. Okay. First we'll print the name. I'll just say the name equal then plus name. Okay. So far I can run this manually, but see here, see, you can see that the see here this warning. Why you can see is merit is not used. If you are not using, and this is the declaration of the variable. Okay. If you are not using it, it will show the warning because you haven't used anywhere. Okay. But that won't cause any issue, but it is not a right practice to use. Okay. First always save it, then run it. So it just printed the name, that's what's in recover. Okay. But I have to print all these data types. Okay. So what I'll do now, I'll just copy paste it the multiple times. Okay. 5 times I've done. Okay. I'll just print, see name already I have printed. I'll print the age. Age, age. Okay, because this is the age variable. Now you can see that age warning on the line number 17. That also removed. Then I'll print the is married. Okay. Salary. Here you can type your name also. Salary, anything you can type because it's a hard coded in the double quotes, right? Whatever you're printing from here to here. This is anything you can print. But here it should be the actual variable. Okay. See, if you are clicking on here, it is blinking one also here, right? So this should be uh, that one. Okay. It's you can print like that. Okay. Salary of here you can put the double number also because that name also dynamically, right? Multiple plus also you can give. How many plus you give, that many concatenation of you can give. Okay. So name we printed, age we printed, salary also we printed. What else is left? Employee, grade. Okay. So grade also you have done. So now you do not see any single warning in the code because whatever the variables you declared, these all are the variables actually. Age is integer kind of variable. Name is a string. Okay. Is merit is a boolean type of data type. See, first one is the data type. Another one is the name of the variable. And the last one is the value of that. Do you understand that? First is data type. Always.
Mhm.
While declaration of a variable, okay. First, you always have to define the data type. What kind of data it will store? Okay. Like age will store an integer kind of a data. Then string will store the some string kind of data. Boolean is a true or false. Only two type of data. That's why it is a bit, single bit. Okay. Float, it will store up to the 5 digits of the decimal point. Okay. Double also we can use. Okay. I'll just say that here double and salary D. Okay.
Wait, why do you have to add the 0.01 F at the end?
Which one?
Why do you have to add at the float salary? Why do you have to add 0.1 F? Or even in salary D? Looks like, yeah, 0, 1F.
Sorry, just let me complete this, then you can ask your question.
Okay.
See here. Here also I given the dynamically name. Okay, that's why it is printing it. Name, the searching checkout, the first value. Then age, three times equivalent I give, then age also it is printing. Is married, yes, true. Salary of, most salary are printing. Again, the name is also dynamically. So that name I have used the multiple times. Okay, here also. Then salary. So this number is printed here. Then the grade equals to A. Yeah. Now you can ask your question, Ethan. What question you're asking?
Like, you see where it says float salary equals to like 240000? Why do you have to add the 0.01F at the end?
Point one more time. Huh? See, 01 all you can add any point. That is your up to your things. 40947. Up to 5 digits you can add. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, up to 5 digits you can add. See. But it will print as the one because the value is long like that, right? Say. See, because this number is all it will consider that. Up to 5 you can say that, but it will be that 2 point only will be considered. Okay. So this is so far any doubt in the variable types. Again, to declare any variable, first you have to always define the data type, name of the variable, and the value of the see, as of now we are discussing just the static value. These all are the static. I'll discuss in the further sessions the dynamic insertion value also, like you will insert on the dynamic type. Okay. So this is how also we can do the code. Okay. Any doubt, Anush and Ethan, in the data types?
No.
You understood, right?
No.
Okay, well and good. Okay, so we'll discuss the typecasting now. Okay, I know it's a little easy, early to discuss, but yes, we have to discuss. So there are two kind of this typecasting. Okay, typecasting. See, there are two things. One is the type conversion, typecasting. These are both are just ways to change the data type of an expression in the computer science. This is useful when you need to perform the operation on the different data types or store the value of one type in a variable of the another type. Means, let's say this is a program, right? So I have an integer number. Okay. So integer number value easily you can store in the float. Okay. So we'll do this. Okay. One is I'll create one more class and I'll say that typecasting. Typecasting. Okay. So public class. This is constructor also not needed right now. You can delete this comment. Come here. See, I'll just take this complete program. Okay. Similarly, you can also do. What I'll do is name I'll print it, but I'll just consider this integer number also into the float. I'll create a one more variable float. Okay. Float. I'll say that age float. Okay. Equals to. I'll just I do not assign the value. I'll just assign the variable. Okay. So this is a typecasting. Okay. Type conversion. So see here, one variable age is converted into the float. Although it was type of data integer. So integer always has a less number of bit in compared to float. Okay. Float has the huge range, sorry. See how it prints. I'll just run it. Okay. See here. When it is printing here age 32. sorry, age 30. So it's simply printing it, age 30. But when you're converting to the age float, this is 30.00. Means an integer number converted into the float number. Okay. So this is what there are two kind of data types. So this is like as I said, one is conversion is from lower to high. One is the higher to lower. What happens if you convert that float to integer? There will be data loss. Let's say I have a number. Okay, this salary only I consider. Okay, this is a float salary. Okay, say that one is integer salary. Int sal salary int. Okay, I'll just assign the same salary. See here, it says the cannot convert from float to int. So you have to put some. See, this is the typecasting. Type conversion, when you are convert, that type conversion is called as widening also. I mean, from lesser range to you are converting to the higher range. That is not an issue because already that has a significant bit. But when you are converting from higher to lower, that is the typecasting. And that's the data loss also possible. See here, you can see that type convert cannot convert from float to int. Okay. So just quickly fix it. What it will do? It will use the typecasting function on the line number 7. That is change a type to salary into float. Okay. Add cast to int. So we'll cast it. Okay. This is how we have to convert integer cast. Okay. Int you have to put because it's already in the float. So you have to convert in the int. This is how you have to do. And you can do this typecasting, typecasting, and you can print the salary int. So we'll see that what it will print. See here, salary 24,000. Earlier, how it was 24,000.47. So there are two kind of data conversion. One is the lower to high, another one is higher to lower. Means if you convert the integer to float, that is called as the widening. Okay, that is the type conversion. From lower to higher, you are creating it. Another one is typecasting, higher to lower. That is like float to integer, double to float. That is also like that. Okay. So this is the typecasting. Two kind of this type conversion and typecasting are there, which I have just now explained it by the program. Okay. This is the program also shown here. You can do this program also. Let me create this typecasting one more program. Typecasting 2, I'll say that. Typecasting 2. Okay. Constructor we do not need it. Comments yes. So public static void main int numbers. The number of lines you cannot make it the you can do control A. Okay. Then here there is a option. Okay. Save you can do. Then formatting. There's an option to format. Line number 23. Otherwise, I will create it again my own. Okay. Although I already shown this to you guys. Ah, line number 23. I don't know which one it is saying. So you can consider from here only. I'll say the again of typecasting file I'll create it. Okay. So see here what we have done. We have declared a number, number 10. Okay. Then we have considered one number is double. Okay. This is implicit. This is like you do not have to declare any data types. Okay. There are two kind of typecasting as I said. One is explicit, one is implicit. Implicit means automatic. Explicit you have to convert. So you have declared one number double. That is pi value. Okay. Pi value is 3.14. Then you have done the int approx pi. Okay. So you have to convert integer pi. This is what we have done here also. Okay. So implicit typecasting and explicit. Explicit means you have to declare the data type. When you are converting from higher to lower, double to integer, then you have to do the explicit typecasting. Otherwise, it will be the implicit typecasting. So this is only I have shown here. Okay. But I didn't mention that name as okay. See, age float. Okay. Age float means that age was the number. Okay. So this was the implicit. Okay. You can mention it here. Implicit typecasting. Implicit typecasting. Typecasting. Okay. not implicitly, implicit. And here, this one, explicit, explicit. See, this type conversion, type casting is mainly, you can say that converting from one data type to another data type. Okay. So you are converting it from, as I said, integer is a 16 bit only. Okay. But float is more than 16 bit. That is, I think, 32 bit. Okay. So from 16 bit to, you are considering the float bit. Okay. So this is the implicit. This is the explicit. In the explicit, you have to mention the data type, in which data type you are converting it. This is same only I have shown here. Implicit and explicit. Okay. So this program, so these only we will discuss now here. You can run this. Okay. Hmm. Run it. So see here. Number was 10. It is converted in the float. So 10.0. Pi has the definite this number 3.14149. Okay. So there was after decimal 5 digits were there. So we converted the explicit 3. Okay. So today we will be discussing this much only. Okay. So we studied till this one Java syntax. Again, I'm just repeating it. Okay. Java program structure. We have that class main method. As I said, class main method. Okay. Importance of the semicolon. We already discussed. Semicolon is the ending of that line. Okay. And the braces. Always in a program, the number of braces you open, number of braces should be in the closing direction also. When you're clicking on here, like see here, it will blink it on whenever you click on. See, if you click on this, so this is the opening of this first one. Okay. So there are the two brackets. You can count also like this. Okay. So the number of counting in the like notepad you can copy and then you can count it. How many are the open in this direction? Similar should be in the closing direction also. Otherwise, always it will run an error. So this is we already discussed that what is it is there. Okay. The braces, then case sensitivity. Okay. Always the class name you should always start through the public letter. First letter is as a capital. Okay. This is the best practice actually. System.out.println. Okay, this is mainly printing the statements. Okay, this is already I have explained it. So you guys have to do all these programs. I'll just mention it. Okay, 5/5 is today we have done. Which one we have done? Data types program. Data types program, right? All the data types you have to print. All the data types of data you have to print that integer, comma, string, comma, float, and double, boolean, and double. And the sixth one is write a program to show for implicit and explicit typecasting. So far whatever I explained today, whether you guys are able to understand.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm just pasting it in this one where I have. I'm just stopping my screens. But you were able to follow my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay then. But how can I stop sharing now?
You stop
You
share.
you stopped.
I already stopped now. Okay. I'm just pasting this program for you guys, okay? And whatever we did that also, I'm telling it to you guys, okay? You can just make a note and then you can do it in your own, okay? I hope you guys are able to understand it. Mhm. I think completely I'm not able to paste it here. So this assignment you guys should complete it. Okay. This is the program for data types. Okay. Both the programs are pasted to you.
Okay.
Okay. You can take a reference. So you can create it now, and next time I'll check it. But try to create it your own. Okay. Then only you will be able to do it here. Otherwise, copy pasting will not work out. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye then. Thank you
Bye.
both. Bye.